Happy Respect Day, gang. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite solo comedy podcast, Unremarkable. Guys, it's a Weekends with Dad. We're back. We had to take a couple weeks off. Don't worry about it. Okay? We weren't plotting or planning anything. I am your humble little host of the show for the evening, your little drinking pal, Goose, Gonzo Gazpacho, on all the profiles, guys, that are following, that hitting us up. Check out the pages, like the clips, comment on them, saying that it's your favorite thing in the world. Oh my God, when do we get more? Like the episodes, subscribe on the YouTubes, the Spotifys. Let us know on Instagrams, the Twitters, whatever. Any topics you want to hear my humble opinion on, any drink recommendations you guys have for us, as always. Pretty great. We respect your opinion. We respect everybody's opinion that it is an opinion. We respect that everybody has an opinion. We respect that everybody has an opinion. I don't have to think they're good. I don't think they're good. A lot of the time, I don't think they're good. I like my opinion. That's what I like. That's probably the most American thing about me at this point. I consider myself a very American man. I consider myself, to your interpretation of God, a God-fearing man. I like to consider that I'm a fearing man. I'm terrified. For everybody, honestly, at this point. I'm so scared. I'm probably the most scared out of everybody. It's on the brink, guys. The WW trees. We're right here. We're right here. They're putting out a good blueprint for us, man. Everybody's putting out a pretty great blueprint for us. Not us. We're not putting out a very good blueprint. We haven't been putting out a very good blueprint for a long time, unless what you want to consider our blueprint to be is being an influencer online, because we have plenty of influencers online. We don't have very much of people. We don't have people anymore. We have influencers. Everybody's an influencer. I will start with David Goggins. David Goggins, marine influencer. I mean, this is where we're at. This is where the planet is. No smack talk, no downsiding anything David Goggins has done. He's one of the baddest dudes on the planet, but he's an influence. Imagine putting yourself through 2 hell weeks to tell people to man up. And that's it. That's your whole, you're not just living a nice life at that point. When you go through 2 hell weeks, you're a Marine, you would imagine you're going for a simple life. Either you're going for a simple life, or a life that a simple life becomes very complicated. No? Usually when you go through 1 hell week at all, and I don't think that hell is a bad word. Hopefully YouTube agrees with me, because it's the first 5 minutes. When you go through 1 hell week, usually you're doing a little bit of traveling, huh? Usually you're doing a little bit of traveling to other countries, if you catch my drift. You're doing a little bit of tourism. Couple tourisms, okay? When you do 1 hell week, usually you set yourself out for a career. But this man is cornering fighters at UFC events. He's done it to 1 at least. I don't know how many boxers hire David Goggins to, hey, can you have me run? Can we run for a little while? Maybe too much, and then I'll cut too much weight. And then I'll lose the fight because I focused all of my attention on being around David Goggins, because a man that I admire so much. Hell weeks are incredible. Hell weeks are probably the most religious experience Americans get to have. There are so many times in a hell week that look probably a lot like a Victorian painting. It is pain and sacrifice in the eyes is what a hell week is. Really, and no shit, no bad mouthing hell weeks. These are the baddest men on the planet, along with David Goggins. 2 hell weeks, count them. I don't know how many people have done that, but I can guarantee you I've never seen any of these men online. Who's working harder here? Who's accomplished more? Do we say going viral is an accomplishment?
3 times.
David Goggins, Hell Week refers to his experience during Navy SEAL training. Yeah. Not Marines. I'm sorry. If I said Marines, I'm sorry. Training and the intense personalized workouts he led others through in SEAL training. Hell Week is grueling multi-day physical and mental trial, which Goggins endured 3 times, suffering severe injuries, but pushing through to become the only person to do so in a single year. Are we far enough into the episode where I could say settle? I mean, at one point you're like, you know what I really want is to drown at shore. This man is a lunatic, and a lot of the times not in a look up to kind of way. Hell no. Hell Week, hell no. That's what I say. I tell you. Yeah, absolutely not. We have influencers. A man went through 3 Hell Weeks, probably to not see combat. I'm assuming, because I don't know. Has he done? I know he's done SEAL training. Was that for funsies? Hell no, dude. Oh, hell no. Don't mess with Goggins. Mostly because he's an American treasure at this point. Mostly because he's an American treasure. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, influencers. Careers of fighting. Not very respected, Mayweather. Really on one side of the fence or the other for Mayweather. But Tyson, everybody's a Tyson fan. Everybody's a Tyson fan. And when you weren't a Tyson fan, it was because you were hoping he'd get hurt. You were hoping he'd get knocked out. I wasn't in that era. But I can tell you, I've been waiting for John Jones to get hurt. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Because they hurt your fighter. Every time they hurt your fighter. Not anymore. Not anymore. Because money seems to be more worth it for Tyson, and drugs seem to be more worth it along with domestic violence for Jones. But Mayweather runs as much as Goggins. Sorry if I lost a couple of you there. Okay? Mayweather's a joke. He's been an influencer for a long time. Floyd Money Mayweather. When a boxer's nickname is Money, you're an influencer. Period. That's it. You're Don King with gloves on. That's basically the whole thing. If you have to reach a tier to get to promoter status, quite like Floyd Mayweather has, you'd have to, I don't know, put lingerie on. Okay? We have influencers here. We have political influencers. Dontron being the main one. Okay? He was on reality TV, the very first influencer status. He had his own reality TV show. Probably had a couple. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't watch them. I wasn't around. I was watching AFV. I was this tall. I was watching America's Funniest Home Videos when Donald Trump was on television telling people that they were fired. I was having fun when he was doing that. You were watching a man fire people at the end of your day, right before bed, right before you got to go to bed, and then turn it back on in the morning to an alarm and go back to work and hope that you don't get fired. And you watched somebody else do it. Crazy to me. Insane. Absolutely amazing influencer status. The thing that I fear most out of World War III is American critical thinking. The ability to judge pros and cons and weigh consequences inside of your head is what I judge for Americans. Not a whole lot of judgment going on for Americans. A lot of us are coming home from a 9-to-5 and drinking or watching TV or whatever it is that we do. And hey, that I'm a part of. That I am a part of. I'm not doing anything productive, especially not hosting a successful podcast. But I'm trying here. Maybe I don't want my voice to be that heard, but I do want it to be heard, right? I mean, we got neighbor complaints all the time. I'm heard just fine. Okay? I don't need any smoke. Not asking for it. We do a fair amount of trolling here in America. We do a fair amount of pissing people off. And a lot of the time that creates a lot of views. That's pretty cool. That's pretty great. But I've always said the main culprit in any wrongdoing to intellect and, self-awareness and respect to each other. I forgot what I was saying. See, this is my attention span now. Because I'm one of you. I'm an audience member. Those are the people doing the real harm. Those are the people doing the real harm. America gets owned by a water bird. Fucker. When am I hitting too close to home? This is Respect Day. This is about Respect Day. We need to pay some respect to one another, especially right now. It's not going so well. Hasn't for a long time, but that's perpetuated by something totally... It's not beyond us. It's within reach. It's within reach. You can do a little reaching. But we got to pay respect to each other. That's what we got to do. We got to pay homage to one another. And I think the Respect Day should be a national holiday. I don't know what country this holiday is celebrated in. It's certainly celebrated in the Speakeasy. Okay? It's certainly celebrated here. We've done nothing but respect people on this show. I'm paying attention, no? I'm recognizing your life. And that's all I'm trying to do here. That's all I'm trying to do. I am not. And if you're somebody watching and waiting for me to talk about a certain thing, we're covering unremarkable stories here. This is what the show is. You are not calling in to hear about my opinion on Myanmar, and which is one of the only countries I'm pretty sure YouTube won't flag me for saying out loud. I have an opinion on just about anything I think I have an opinion on in the spur of the moment. But if you judge my opinion on it, that's on you. If you call me out later on my opinion, I probably won't even remember what my stance was. I'm a court jester, dude. That's what we do here. And I think we need to get back to that. I think we need to respect that everybody is just kind of trying. And if you're not trying, then I mean, that's also the American way. Also very much the American way. I don't know who would debate that. I don't know who would. Coca-Cola? No. They're all trying their hardest. We got to respect everybody, guys, including, and I'm going to say it, Charlie Sheen. We got to respect, put some respect on Charlie's name. Put... Icon Charlie Sheen admitting in an interview recently, that he from time to time enjoyed laying some pipe on men, which totally fine, very cool here. Hey, we're all progressiving everybody here on Unremarkable. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Very cool. I think that makes Charlie the man, dude. Charlie Sheen has been the man. And if you judge somebody for living this lifestyle, I mean, are you having fun? Are you having fun yet? Nickelback. Okay. Charlie Sheen has led an incredible life. Not quitting the drugs at an earlier age as everybody else in the Hollywood industry. But he's still around, dude. He's still doing the big things right now. And he's not, showing up at Taco Bell parking lots for meet and greets. Oh, wait, yes, he is. Yeah, remember that? When he was showing a lovely couple at Taco Bell at midnight, his new tattoo. Very cool. Sex with men. Also, that's the man right there. That's the man. I understand, guys. I understand that we have a huge problem. Not we, but you guys. There's a huge problem and has been a huge problem with the T's and the G's and the L's and the B's and the not the sandwich, but the T's in particular. People have had a problem with. I think sometimes that is very masculine. I think they're out masculining a lot of people. And Charlie Sheen doing that absolutely to the T. Hey, when you've reached a level of success and you can have whatever you want, you're banging 11-gram rocks and 11 models at the same time. And then, it's a little embarrassing because you go soft in the first one and the other 10 are looking like, I don't want to do this. You've led, like, height of heights. Really. I mean, you don't feel like the man in that moment, but then you got to, reinvent yourself, and you got to, you got to pick up the testosterone again, and you go, it's really manly. It's more manly than having sex with women? Having sex with men. Huh? Any fucking Joe Schmo can fuck a gal. What, am I courting this broad? No, she wants you to be all romantical and everything. And no. Plus, it doesn't take anything to hold down a woman. We've all been there. But to hold down a man?
Jeez.
You're the shit, Charlie. We salute you, brother. We salute Charlie. Yeah, he said it was liberating. He used the word liberating. Or maybe to tell people that he had sex with men. Because I can't imagine, you're already very, I can't think of the word. Jesus Christ. What's the opposite of suspicion? When you're...
Obvious?
No. Obvious of suspicion, like, oh,
no.
When somebody, you're under the assumption that people are watching you, and you're... Paranoid, thank you. Holy shit. It's been 2 weeks, guys. My words aren't there right now. You're already paranoid as a celebrity. You're already paranoid on crack. Imagine the years and years Charlie has lived where he didn't tell anybody he had sex with men. He's just waiting for that news to come out. The Diddy trial, He's watching all these successful men having everybody say shit about them, sex rings and stuff, all these conspiracies and such, and they just want to see your downfall, King. They just want to see your downfall. Yeah, he says it's his hypersexuality, which the attribute to being in the throes of a crack addiction, but he does not discuss specific partners or label his sexuality. Instead, Sheen uses a metaphor in the film saying, quote, if you're looking at the menu, at some point, you're going to turn the fucker over. Hell yeah, Charlie. Hell yeah. Listen, this always ends up happening with drug addicts, especially very successful drug addicts. You end up fucking a gentleman every once in a while. You end up thrusting into some gentleman. And, for somebody like Charlie, I guess to certain people it's not obvious, but you're smoking crack and you're like on a sitcom and stuff, you're fucking dudes. Okay? What is it? Does it have to be who's the British gentleman I was a fan of for a while, and that now I have no idea what to think of? Russell Brand. Huh? Does it have to be Russell Brand for you to go, yeah, that guy's fuck dudes? How stupid, how poor is your critical thinking skills here? You can't put two and two together. Charlie Sheen's the man, so he has to bang dudes. Charlie Sheen fucking men makes him more of the man. You take a little with him. It's like a soul. You religious nuts can get that, right? It's like taking a soul. Like those movies with the witches where they go, and some child's going, they're doing the whole rigmarole here. Charlie Sheen has done that. It's just when the guy went, he was coming.
God.
Prostate and such. Empowerment of men and all that. Men can have empowerment too. All right? What could be more empowering than fucking a man? Get him in a real vulnerable state. Eat his ass. Do the baby move, and then you're changing his diaper, and then you just blah, 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 and he goes, ah, he makes girl noises. You come like a girl. Charlie Sheen, everybody. Yeah. Not the one you were thinking, but Charlie Sheen. Very proud dad. Wasn't he like adopted or something? Is he actually the other Sheen's, Martin Sheen? Mm-hmm. Is he actually his son? What's fake? His name? Charlie Sheen's name is fake. Mm-hmm. What's Charlie Sheen's name? That's not Martin's name, right? Martin? It's way more Mexican than that. Carlos Erwin Estevez. Edwin, by the way, is actually pretty Mexican. Didn't know that. But a lot of Mexicans named Erwin. Those Amish over there are just really like giving them the business. Giving them the white names and such. You know, how the sausage is made and whatever have you.
Whatever have you.
Yeah, man, they're porking those guys. They're porking those Browns over there. I don't know who sent them. I know it's beautiful land though. It's hard to keep the Amish away from beautiful land. Very cool. We had a neighbor. I'll see you soon. Amish neighbor guy was a reformed Amish or something. I don't know what you call them. Refugee? What do you call it when somebody escapes Amish? Because they'll get you back. They're scary. They're mafia shit. It's not hard to be like mobster when you're Amish. There's no internet for people to be.
They give you Rumspringa or whatever. They wouldn't.
Yeah, but what do you do? Okay, I'm sorry. We just talked about a man who was living the heights of heights, and what he did with it was smoke the cheapest drug available. Okay? When Amish kids get out there, what do you think they're doing? They're not looking up, their dad monopolizing butter in the region. They're just trying to lick a pussy and drink a fifth of vodka. They don't know what's going on. They're like, what is this? And then it's you give them something stupid like a iPad or something. I wouldn't give one. I think we need to have a protected city for these Amish when they go to visit places in when they turn 16. I think we need to set up a city that's trapped in the 2000s, maybe El Paso, where all you're given is what's the the music. It was just for music.
iTunes?
No, that's the app. The device that was just for
iPod.
Back in the iPod?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I'm not an Apple kid. Okay? I didn't have no Apple. I had a Zune. I just didn't want to say Zune because I don't want to get called poor by the people, Stolen Zune, by the way, too. I didn't buy it. I did not. I don't even know. Did I have? I had some kind of MP3 player. It was it wasn't good. I think Blake had a Zune. Shout out Blake, my brother. I had some. I don't even know what it was. It was some shitty MP3 player. But that's the thing. We need to give these guys. Don't let these Amish come here and have full access to 2 terabytes of storage on a fucking iPhone. Give them a Zune. Don't keep the buzz balls away from them because then they want to stay. We don't need that. Because then next thing you know, you got one of them living next door to you, and he's one of the creepiest guys in town, and then he ends up, you start a nice little garden, and he takes food from you. Don't you get your fucking hands cut off for that in Amish? There's got to be some kind of, what punishment is there in Amish for stealing crop? Rape? We're gonna put you up in one of those things where we stick your head and your hands through this board and clasp it down with a padlock, and then all the fellas take turns on you because it's Rumspringa. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Yeah. I hope to God there's some sort of price to pay for the stealing of yield. You get a quarterly yield. They get real weather where they are. Any Amish, I'm pretty sure. They're not setting up in the desert. The Amish, they're not stupid. Deserts are dumb. Deserts are dumb, guys. What are you growing out here? I've lived in 3. Okay, so I'm not judging without knowing anything. Deserts are kind of dumb. If you don't like real weather, if you don't like natural disasters and hail and snow and sleet and a whole lot of rain, then I guess that's your steez, huh? As a desert. But not me. I like me some weather. And yeah, it's going to get humid. It's going to get hard to breathe. Okay? But you're living close to these people who, know how to put up a barn in less than a day. All right? It's not just the Mexicans that are putting up these houses in a day, dude. And I just find it funny that the Amish decided to go over there, where ingenuity also is just, to the these guys aren't bringing drills with them. These guys aren't bringing nail guns. A hammer. A single hammer is what these guys are bringing. And they change the horseshoes with it. They put up houses with it. They hit their wives with it. They teach the kids a lesson with it. And guess what they probably also do with the hammer? Hit people stealing their crop. Ain't no way. No way we let you integrate in our society. To watch me leave the home and come back after 11 hours and I'm taking the time out of my day to grow me a garden to where I don't have to run to the supermarket every goddamn day. And you have the gall, the chutzpah here to steal my maters? I'm hitting you with a hammer. You're crazy.